Welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Thursday, 18th May 2017. I'm Fredicia Liebert. The Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Vance Amory, said his government is moving to ensure the professionalism within the civil service is kept to the highest standards. He admits that the service has a bad reputation where officers are often accused of less than accommodating behaviour and being unproductive.
We need to ensure that all of our civil servants, all of our people who work, know what the rules are. What are the conditions of my employment? What are the do's and the don'ts? What am I to do? Start of work, what am I allowed to do when I get to work? Can I sit on my computer and play games? Is that allowable? Can I send out derogatory media comments about the government and about ministers or other civil servants? Those are things which are improper.
The Premier noted that the Human Resources Department will conduct forums with senior civil servants to inform them of their responsibilities and obligations. Another issue that continues to plague civil service is that of indiscipline.
We need now to get our heads of department, our supervisors, to implement those rules and to ensure that they are followed, that they are obeyed without fear of favor. And that's another difficulty which we've had over the years. This matter of, it depends on who you are, who you know. Those matters should not have any place in the workplace. Who you are is of no moment. If you break the rules, you should have a report written, and that report should indicate what the infraction is, and it should be drawn to the attention of the officer, and the officer must know that matter will be forwarded to the relevant authorities for action to be taken.
Amory said he is an advocate of the rule and regulations of the civil service and notes that it is because these rules are not followed why there seems to be a problem.
Let the system work. And if we let the system work, the job of the heads of department, the job of the civil servant himself or herself will be easier. But they need to know the system. And as I said, some of the training we've done is to get our civil servants across the board in all departments to have an appreciation and a knowledge and understanding of the system and the rules which govern their employment.
Government at Work is live on Von Radio on Thursday evenings from 8 p.m. and is hosted by Public Relations Officer in the Nevis Island Administration, Keith Scarborough. The Department of Agriculture is hosting a month of activities in celebration of Agriculture Awareness Month, which is being held under the theme Embracing Climate-Smart Agriculture to Achieve Food Security. Yesterday, Wednesday, the department hosted another activity, which was a community outreach day where persons from the department visited various farmers around the island to help with the activity for the day.
This year, for Community Outreach Day, we are on the farm of Mr. Donald Daniel, and we have staff from the marketing unit, from the extension division, even from the clerical unit who are here to just show appreciation to Mr. Donald Daniel and to assist him in whatever activities he's involved in on the farm today.
Community Outreach Day was introduced last year where the department worked on the farm of Althea Sally Paris. The veterinary division cleaned pens for 2 livestock farmers, and the fisheries department cleaned various beaches around the island. Davin Smithen of the marketing division spoke on the reason for choosing Daniel.
We chose Daniel this year because of his illness last year. We came here to help him out. Today we was running some drip line for him and planting some seeds and helping with any other thing on the farm he'd like help with. I feel it's great to help the farmers. We're giving back to them so people could actually see what we are doing and not just sitting in the office and so.
Daniel expressed his thanks to the Department of Agriculture for its assistance.
I wish it was every day there. I just love to see them. I feel so happy, you know. They are part of me and I love them. And they know I appreciate the presence around me, and I want to thank them very much for whatever little they can do for me today, you know. They was here, we were doing some weeding up outside there just a while ago. It's not the usual weeding that you normally see on a farm. What we do, we have some cups and we just cover up the plant and we spray them.
Right.
You know, so those girls was very happy doing it, and it's a good thing to see them with me, and I thank them very much for their little help, because even though it'll take me and my worker maybe about 2 hours, it takes us maybe about an hour and a half, less than no time to get it done.
Agriculture Awareness Month of activities continue with New River Farmers Cooperative's Open Day tomorrow, Friday 19th May at the New River Estate. Children between the ages of 2 and 12 have a unique opportunity to participate in Culturama 43 in their own parade troupe. J.D. Keynes is the brainchild of this initiative, dubbed Badaye.
And the idea is to get them more involved in Culturama. I find that on an annual basis, far too many persons are spectators during our cultural street parade. We don't have enough children involved in the parade, and I want to change that. And I am hoping that this year, with the launch of Badaye, which means future in Swahili, we're able to change that around.
The troop organizer wishes to advise parents and children that they have nothing to fear. In fact, it is an experience for the children that would be fun and wholesome.
It will be something that is for children of varying ages. You don't have to feel like your little one will be with older children and they'll be lost, or the older ones will be with little ones and they won't have anything to do. It won't be like that at all. We'll have something for everyone. And so our costumes have been designed in such a way that they can facilitate children of varying ages as well. So far, we have already launched 4 of the 6 costumes. These 4 costumes are for the females, and we are working on currently the costumes for the males. But of course, because the costumes for the females are a little bit more intricate, it takes a little bit longer, so we wanted to get those out of the way. And they factor various body types, and so that's why I said you don't have to worry about the age or your child's body type. There is something for everyone.
There are 2 main sections that parents and children can choose from, and Keynes is inviting persons to visit Badaye's Facebook page to see the designs.
This year's theme is Dancing with the Stars, and it's because the sections or the designs focus on costumes that you might see people wearing with particular dances. So for example, there's one section that's dubbed Jazz It Up. That means that the costumes that you see being worn in this section would be reflective of what persons wear when they're doing a jazz performance. And so for this one, we have 3 designs, 2 for females, 1 for males. There's a shimmery black with silver and red. Those are the colors that we focus on for Jazz It Up. And then of course in the other section, which is La Fiesta, as you can tell from the name, it has a kind of Latin feel, Spanish feel. And so the colors for this, we have red, and there's going to be a little bit of black as well. But that's the idea for the sections this year.
To contact J.D. Keynes, you can reach her on Badaye's Facebook page or by mobile phone 663-4423. Still to come, federal youth policy in final stage. The details when we return.
If you like dancing and whining and fretting till the morning, if you like
drinking, masquerading, live music always playing,
if you like islands of blue seas where people always smiling, if you like
street jams and bandstands where people will be jamming, don't you miss this time, no.
in this Culturama 43,
Our festival, our legacy,
Culturama 43,
don't you miss this time, no.
in this Culturama 43,
The Caribbean's greatest summer lion,
in this Culturama
don't you miss this time, no.
in this Culturama 43,
Our festival, our legacy,
Culturama 43,
don't you miss this time, no.
in this Culturama 43,
The Caribbean's greatest summer lion.
in this Culturama 43.
Welcome back. The draft federal youth policy for St. Kitts and Nevis is going through its final stages of proofreading as preparations to advance the document to the National Assembly continue. Special advisor in the Ministry of Youth, Vernon Connor, said that since the national consultation on the Federal Youth Policy 2017-2020 was held on March 28, 2017, the document was modified to include feedback from the persons and groups in attendance as well as those submitted via writing. A copy was then shared with experts at the Commonwealth Secretariat and the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization UNESCO for their purview. UNESCO provided support for the initiative while the Commonwealth Secretariat facilitated the 6-month consultancy of youth expert Dunette Eversley to collect and organize the content. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Youth, the Honourable Sean Richards, has also weighed in on the draft policy and given his suggestions. There are 7 priority areas outlined in the draft policy. These are economic participation, safety and security protection, education and lifelong learning, health and well-being, youths as agents of democracy, development and nation building, youth and sustainable development, and youth development work and mainstreaming. After the final document is presented to Deputy Prime Minister Richards, he will take it to the Cabinet for review and approval before it is taken to Parliament for debate and passage into law. The Open Day at the Nevisian Heritage Village had various features. Manager of the Nevisian Heritage Village, Pat Thompson, was overseeing the various cooking demonstrations.
We have come up with the hot bread and butter because that has become very, very famous. Yes, that has become very famous, and we have the hot bread and butter, we have the potato pudding, and we have the coconut tart that is from the box oven that has newly been built. The box oven, because the last time I spoke with you in this capacity, we spoke from the stone oven. But the stone oven was not built to do that, it was just a showpiece. And so when we tried to light it, it has collapsed on us. And so because of the result that we have gotten from this event, we felt that it was very important to come up with something. And so since we could not come up with the stone oven to meet today's occasion, we decided that we will build a box oven.
Thompson also stated that the Open Day brought an awareness to the Nevisian Heritage Village.
I believe that from this, it had really create some awareness of the village, because people came here and they said that they did not even know we were here. With all the advertisement that we gave, people still did not know. But because we are doing the hot bread and butter and we are lighting off the oven, people are now aware.
The Open Day was one of the activities for Exposition Nevis, which is being hosted with the theme All Things Tourism. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredericia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.